You can't govern a people by alien laws.
Hey.
I feel like the foundation of what we claim is our reality is not original to us. So there's a reason why Seun had to explain to Daddy Freeze before he made mention of age and history. There's a reason why. It's in the core of who we are. You can't speak in that sense where there's an elder without acknowledging that there is an elder. Now, those things do matter in our everyday lives because guess what? No matter how westernized we may have become, it's still existent. So the laws and the rules that have been governing people, if we're being honest, if it's the same idea of colonialism that we're continuing, how does that help anything? It's back to what we're talking about as well. Because we lack the self-value to be able to appoint ourselves and have our own maybe solid thinkers do what they call like maybe a Declaration of Independence type of document. We have people that can do that, but we're being governed and trained by alien laws. So for you to pass through primary school is by what white man has said is you must pass. Whereas before you do mathematics, you don't do mathematics because it takes mathematics for a child to learn to balance and walk. So we have all those things in our culture and our tradition originally, but so it's similar, but one is alien. And that alien one is usually over time, the one that came, observed, defined, and then introduced that his own definition to you. So they come, see your reality, destroy that one, go for a long time and come back and say, how about this new way, which is usually your initial way. So if we've not had leaders, it's because the metrics that they've been choosing leaders by, for example, has been as regards waiting Oyibo, maybe it's a leader be. But in the real traditional or cultural sense, if we go by that, a lot of leaders in Nigeria will not smell the throne.
A lot.
A lot of them.
I love the fact that you're bringing in colonialism, and I want to throw the question about neocolonialism and its embellishment. What would you say the greatest force is? Is it imported ideologies like democracy that is not an African ideology? Or would you say the importation of everything, including the Nigerian God that was imported? With religion, can we say colonialism is further embellished?
So in the sense of embellishment, you mean that it's constant?
It's
right?
constant.
It's continuous.
It's continuous.
It's both of them. It's both. You have people who have come and said this is the way that it should be done. But democracy is not a colonial concept. In our ancestry, there's been democratic process. So Obawa Ijoyewa, there's always been the division of labor and power. There have always been heads of clans and heads of clans. So the idea of democracy as in a governance of people, by the people, that is for the people, that also
As
of
defined
the
by
people,
Abraham Lincoln,
is a natural thing. For example, with the process of Oba and Ijoye.
yes.
It is by the rules of the land and the people's understanding that you pick a leader. So that one is there. But because when they come in, what I sense is they kill your gatekeepers, replace them with the ones that they've put in position so that they can then start to readapt your reality to fit into the initial man that came and showed you the way. So I hear that there's been a sign of a cross in Badagry before the missionaries came, and it was, I think, referenced as the Adihe, but it was upside down. So when I was learning that, I was like, what makes sense as a symbol of protection? The one that looks like a sword or the one that looks like a nail? Of course, the upside down one, but that's another story for another time. So they've come in and they've killed all those gatekeepers that can take you back to the original sense of you, the sense of pride, the Ishedai, the one that you were created by the creator for, the creator that existed before paper was made, which is where most of the religious books are on to, right? There's the essence of that one. So you can't tell me that before existence of paper, there was no God. So we have those lineage links that can only be, and thank God for Africanism is brilliant. It cannot be written in paper, it must be lived. So if you are not living it, you can't know it. That is why, so they've now put their own guys there to make you look like, okay, Ajay is this, Osho is this, Eshu is this. Whereas Eshu and Olodumare in the concept, in context, is basically the yin and the yang in man. All of us get Eshu, all of us get light. Now when you verse 9, they go say, Majek Eshu Shele. But they've disconnected us from that by propagating theater, literature, force, brute force, to make you believe that those things are, oh my God, evil. Whereas, what is more evil than the man that is killing you for the color of your skin? So it's because both ways, they've laid a principle that is still the manuscript that is running till date. And I guess that's why a lot of people are waking up and asking questions now, because you can't tell me. So I come from a generation of people that believe, say, as Africa, we believe in nature as evidence of God's doing. So we worship the trees that they cut down, that they made books from. Hence, Araba, there's a reason why they call you Araba, in the sense of connecting your everyday living life with God's purpose as nature. So all these things are what I sense that they've come in to obstruct. That's why our people feel lost. What we've been suffering from leadership to current leadership is a loss of sense of identity. What are you fighting for? Political arguments or your people? If your people, do you even know who they are? Do you know the ancestral meaning of who they are? So if that may answer your question, is both of them.
Yeah, I want Seun to just talk about the same thing too.
The point of what you are saying, actually, I think, let's say this last time I was on this show. When you tell people these things, it's always also good to show them how it manifests in society. Because sometimes that's how they say, we are crazy. It's true. The disconnect that shows that we are still under neocolonialism and we are out of our way. It shows in the way that none of the things we learn in this so-called education, as you said, connects to us in a way that it solves our problems. So we can't use education. I swear, if Nigeria was really educating us with education, there should be, everybody go laugh for, there should be a subject like checkpoint. Just from primary to secondary school, just teaching young people how to relate with police at checkpoints. If our education was about our society, that's another point. But now let me even say the one that's like real. Because now that one I'm just saying, like, this is being philosophical. Part of my thinking, like, why do we walk during the day in Nigeria? Are we Europeans? I understand why Europeans walk during the day. It's cold. In Africa, it's hot. We should walk in the evening like our ancestors, or early morning.
Yeah.
Before they need to go to the farm very early, before sun come up. From 4 to like 7, 8, they don't finish for farm. Or they go back in the evening when sun don't come out. But now, everybody will just come under hot sun. Hey, they vest, they split. Anyway, that's another. That's just me. But our universities have graduated more doctors and nurses today, which has led to us having more hospitals today in Nigeria than we did in 1970. We have our elder here. He can tell us for a fact that the healthcare in Nigeria today is worse than it was in the 70s.
Wow.
Absolutely. Without a shadow of a doubt.
We have graduated more professors and lecturers and teachers, and we have built more schools and more universities than we have in Nigeria in 1970. Education is worse.
We have more churches, spirituality is worse.
Exactly.
More banks, more poverty.
Why the retrogression?
Because there's no connect with the education and the situation.
You are catching up. You're not creating, no innovation.
When the answer doesn't match, when your answer doesn't match your truth, then the society is disjointed. Our children have to continually answer Mungo Park, Discover River Niger. Who discovered River Niger? Mungo Park. Which is not their truth. It's not the truth. But for them to pass exam in their life and move up,
we talked about this.
They have to keep saying Mungo Park. They have to keep accepting that all their ancestors were too stupid to see a river in their front. And they were just bathing inside, washing clothes inside.
Pooing inside.
Pissing, shitting, playing love inside. Imagine ancient African fucking in the river. When men were men. Hey!